Bonjour, luxury doesn't come cheap, and with a recent luxury price increase from Chanel, Hermes, or even Louis Vuitton, it's going to be more and more expensive to buy luxury brands in 2024. In this video, I'm going to show you my best secrets to get luxury brands for cheap and how much money you can save by following my tips. There are many ways to get luxury goods for cheap, but with the tips I'm going to mention, you can save a lot of money on items that you will normally be out of your price range. And my first tip to get luxury brands for cheap is to shopping luxury brands in Europe. You might not know, but luxury goods are way more expensive in the USA compared to Europe for several reasons, mainly due to the transportation cost, the import tax, the state tax, and the currency exchange. And something you should absolutely not forget is the fact that the VAT tax is already included in the luxury goods when you buy luxury in Europe, and it's not included in the state. When shopping in the state, you should always add the state tax, which is additional to the luxury good, while in Paris, the VAT tax is already included in the final price. So it might also explain the price difference between the States and Europe. Let's take the example of a classic flap bag in size small. Let's see the price difference between Europe and the States. In the USA, in 2024, the bag retails at the price of $11,240. You have to add the state tax. Let's take the state tax from New York, which is 8.875%, and the final price will be $12,247. The exact same bag retails at the price in Paris of €10,250. Convert in dollars, and the final price you will pay in Paris is $11,098. Price difference is $1,149, so it is more affordable for you to buy this bag in Paris than in the States. But the most interesting thing by shopping luxury goods in Europe is what we call the VAT tax refund. Yes, you heard correct. You can get a VAT tax refund when you buy luxury goods in Europe. The VAT tax refund is 12% in Paris, but if you buy a different country in Europe, there is also different VAT tax refund. For qualifying for VAT tax refund, you should be a non-EU resident. So as long as you don't live in Europe, you can get the VAT tax refund, and you also should spend a minimum amount of €175. Let's see how much you can save with a VAT tax refund by buying the same bag, the Chanel Classic Flap Bag in Paris. The Classic Chanel Flap Bag retails at the price of €2,250. Tax included. Don't forget the tax refund of 12%, and you will pay a final price of $9,825. In the US, the exact same bags retail at $11,240. And because of a state tax, the final price you will pay is $12,247. By buying this bag in Paris than in the States, you will save $2,412, around 20%. Another tips to buy luxury brands for cheap is to look for seasonal sales. A lot of people think that luxury brands don't make any sale or any discount. This is wrong. You can get luxury brands on sale by buying in many department stores during the sale season. Most luxury fashion brands put their items on sale twice a year, usually during the Fashion Week period. This is a good time to get designer clothes at a discounted price, such as even Chanel. For example, in Paris, we have the sales twice a year, usually during winter sales, and summer sales. And many department stores such as Galeries Lafayette, Printemps, Le Bon Marché, which also carrying many designer luxury brands, they make also discounts. So you can find all designer bags, designer shoes, or designer clothes retails at 20 to 50% off. So you can buy luxury Chanel shoes, Jimmy Choo shoes, Fendi, Gucci clothes at Galeries Lafayette, Printemps Le Bon Marché during the sales, and you can buy all these designer brands on discount. Let's see how seasonal sales work in Paris, for example. The sales happen twice a year during summer and winter during 1 month. 3 different markup. The first week is usually 20 to 40% off. The second week is 40%. And the last week can go down to 50% off. Don't forget that the VAT tax refund also applies during the sales. So you can really save a lot of money because you should add also the VAT tax refund above all your discounted price. The third tip to buy luxury brands cheap is also to buy in outlets. Outlet stores have the privilege to be able to offer cheaper prices with at least 30% discount all year round. So the main advantage of outlets is that the discount price is permanent all year. This is also another way to buy luxury brands cheaper. The only downside of outlets is that it only applies to the previous year or even older collections, so you won't be able to find the current luxury collection. This permanent 30% to 50% discount on luxury clothes, designer bags or decoration can reach even 60 or 70 discount during the sale. In fact, if you buy luxury designer brands during the sale, you can hit what we call the double whammy. The double whammy is very simple. It means that you have 2 different discounts. The first permanent discount, so 40 to 50% off, and the second discount, which is the additional sale discount, which is very advantageous. And don't forget that you can also apply the VAT tax refund. So this is another way to save a lot of money when buying luxury brands. In Paris, we have a big outlet called La Vallée Village, which is around 40 minutes from Paris. You can take a bus. There's a bus shuttle to go to this place. And I went to La Vallée Village a few years ago to buy luxury designer brands and during the sales. So I hit what we call the double whammy, and it was super interesting. The first thing I bought was this beautiful Tod's. So this is a timeless piece, the Tod's moccasin, the Tod's loafer. I love it, but I didn't want to buy full price. And I don't mind if it was an old color collection, I really don't mind. So you can find also in outlets like La Vallée Village, this kind of timeless, luxury piece. And I got 2 different discounts. So I believe I pay this studs probably 50% off. So really nice price for these studs. Another thing also I bought is Loro Piana cashmere sweater. So this is a very good deal and you can save so much money when buying in outlets, luxury brands, also during the sale. My other tips to buy luxury brands on cheap is also to shop pre-loved or vintage. Shopping pre-loved can save you as much as 90% off retail prices on designer brands. When it comes to luxury, there are several brands, but it's better to buy pre-loved than the original price. It is the case, for example, for the Chanel jacket or the Chanel bags. A lot of you have pointed that Chanel quality has downgraded in the last years, and this is another way to save money. In fact, Chanel bags from the 90s, the 80s, or even a vintage Chanel jacket is higher quality than the current Chanel. So not only you can save money, but the quality is also better. Another example is also the Dior Lady bag, for the reason that this bag does not retain its value very well. So it's not really interesting to buy full price a Dior Lady bag. A Dior Lady bag retails at $4,900 in the boutique, while you can get the same bag in a pristine condition at 30% off. Beside our high extreme luxury like Chanel, Dior, Hermes or Louis Vuitton, you can buy on vintage and pre-loved websites. You can also find a lot of mid-range designer brands that are really cheaper, and it's not worth to buy full price for mid-range luxury brands such as Fendi, for example, or even Louis Vuitton, Gucci. And I find very interesting. You can also find these luxury brands retail at 30-40% off. The only downside of vintage or pre-loved shop is the authenticity problem, I will say. There's a lot of controversies about the authenticity of this product. Are you sure you are already buying a true Chanel or real Chanel bag? Are you sure also to buy a real Chanel bag from the 80s? There is a lot of trust issue and also authenticity, I will say, problem around this shop. So make sure that you're buying from really a trust retailer. I usually buy from Vestiaire Collective, even there's a lot of issue about this shop, but I'm still buying from them time to time. I'm also buying time to time from Rizet. If you don't know Rizet, it's also a very curated vintage website where you can find a lot of really nice Chanel pieces, 30 or 40% off. Another secret to buy luxury brands cheap is also to utilize a reward program. If you love to shop luxury brands like me online, you might don't know, but a lot of online luxury retailers have reward programs. Every time you buy something, you also earn a reward point. The more you spend with a particular retailer, the more points you accumulate. Once you reach a certain amount of points, they can be redeemed in discount vouchers. Some luxury online retailer can offer up to 15% discount for 6 months. There are many online luxury retailers such as Farfetch, Net-a-Porter, Louisia Via Roma, Sense, Mytheresa. I love them all. This video is not sponsored, so I don't have anyone to recommend you. But usually I buy from Net-a-Porter, which is my favorite. I love this website. It's super quick. They ship very quickly. I had absolutely no issue with this one. I also buy from Farfetch. Farfetch is also very popular. I also buy from Sense and Louisia Via Roma. I heard also that the reward program from Louisia Via Roma is one of the most generous one. And my last secret to buy luxury brands for cheap is also to sign up for newsletter. I think this is something we don't really take really seriously, but sometimes signing for newsletter from luxury retailers or even luxury brands, you can also get some coupons, some discount offer, or even private sales. You don't know, but most online retailers or even luxury brands, aside of the seasonal or private sales, they also often offer coupon or even promo code. And the only way to get access to this special promo code or coupon or private sale is definitely to sign up to the newsletter. For example, signing up to a newsletter from online luxury retailers, sometimes you do get some special offers even during the sale. For example, 20% additional off on Yves Saint Laurent shoes or even Manolo Blahnik pump. So I think this is very interesting and it's something you should do often. And the last thing I want to touch upon in this video is the question, is it still worth to buy luxury brands full price today? I think you already know the answer is it depends. It depends of what you want to buy. If you are still buying mid-range luxury brands or mid-range designer brands, I will say mid-range luxury brands still include Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Gucci. All these mid-range luxury brands, they are very expensive price, but I will not say they are extreme or high quality luxury. And I'm still convinced that it's not worth to buy full price designer brands such as Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Fendi, Balenciaga. Why is that? Because the quality is not there. The quality is not there. Also, the value, you should absolutely differentiate value and price. There's still high price, but high price for a low quality. And the value, you know, this mid-range designer brands does not hold value very well. As soon as you buy a Balenciaga, Gucci, or Louis Vuitton bag, the value is already lower. And for the extreme, and I would say real luxury, such as Loro Piana, for example, Max Mara, Chanel, Hermes, I'm still thinking these are extreme luxury brands that still hold value very well, and they still, you know, resell at higher prices. And for this type of brands, I would say extreme luxury, it is still interesting to buy full price. And you should know that many times these luxury, extreme luxury brands does not offer any sales, any coupon, any promo code aside of the private sales for very wealthy or very special clients. But many time you won't find sales, regular sales or regular discount price. You know what? Because real luxury does not go on sale. Okay, extreme luxury does not go on sale. So I will really separate and differentiate real luxury, extreme luxury, and mid-range designer brands that still have high price, but they're not worth to buy on full price. So usually what I do is I buy mid-range designer brands on, you know, pre-loved or vintage shops. I never buy full price this type of designer brands. And I save or I invest when I want to extreme extreme luxury, such as a Chanel bag, for example, an Hermes bag, or a Chanel jacket. And let's not forget that there are still some extreme luxury brands that are still, you know, better to buy on pre-loved or vintage shops, such as a Chanel jacket or a Chanel bag, or even an Hermes bag if you love vintage, or if you love these curated pieces that are high quality. It is still more interesting for you to buy pre-loved or vintage. So as you can see, the answer of this question is it depends of what you want to buy, which brand, because they are real luxury, and I would say mid-range, you know, mid-range, cheaper luxury brands. That's it for today. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if you have any also question about luxury. Please don't forget to ask me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check my other videos about luxury and luxury in Paris. And I see you very soon for another one.